Hi, this is Colton from Whiplashpc.com, and today I'll be giving you an in-depth view of an EVGA X58 SLI 3 motherboard. It's got USB 3, SATA 6GB, and it's also backwards compatible to SATA 3GB. This is one of the newer boards. It's the X58, designed for the 1366 socket, so i7s, i5s, and as long as it's a 1366 socket, it will most likely work on this. I'm going to go ahead and give you a full in-depth view of this motherboard today. Alright, to start it off, this is the box, obviously. It has three-way SLI capabilities, PCI Express 2.0, Intel Core i7, it says. On the top side, we have the Intel i7 and X58. It's just basically the same thing as the other side. On the back side, it lists some of the features available. It supports the Intel Core i7 processor, obviously. It's the X58 chipset, so it's not the newest, but it's basically the best 1366 socket that you're able to get. I don't think it's going to get much better because it's kind of getting to the point where it's going to be outdated, considering there's a 1155 and 2011 socket out now. Supports 6 DIMM channels, so it's triple channel, DDR3, 1600 MHz plus. 2 SATA 6GB ports, as I said before, and backwards compatible with 3. V-drop, I'm not sure what that is. It's probably an overclocking tool. It has a gigabit Ethernet port, 8-channeled audio, 100% solid capacitors. Onboard clear CMOS, that means if you have a BIOS thing that doesn't work out with an overclock, you can just reset it and it'll go straight to factory defaults. Onboard CPU temperature, and 1394 FireWire. It says it includes everything there if you need to see it. We'll go ahead and open it up and see what we got. Okay, so I went ahead and took it out of the original shell. This is the box that it comes in. We're going to go ahead and open it up for the first time. Starting off here, they have the Q shield. It says EVGA, it stands out pretty good. Everything looks really nice. It has a reset CMOS, that's the BIOS, so you're going to reset your BIOS here with a click of a button if you ever needed to, which is nice, but you wouldn't want to bump it if you're in Windows, I'd imagine. It'd probably shut you down. I'm not 100% sure on that, but otherwise you're going to clear your overclock and everything. This is a SLI bridge right here. It might be hard to see, but that is a SLI bridge. In here we have the 1394. That is the USB, and there's a FireWire there, so it's 2 USB extensions. This will come off the back. It's plated, as you can see, so it's going to screw into your case itself. Here we have SATA connectors, so if you need a SATA connector to your hard drive, it goes Molex to SATA, and we have actual SATA cords, which is pretty nice of them. Looks like it comes with 4 of them. Inside here we have the manual. Everything on this thing feels very high quality so far. Manuals and everything, paper, very glossy, everything like that. It gives you a view of the motherboard there. Otherwise, it's just going to give you anything you need to know about the motherboard in the manual or troubleshooting guides. We have the driver disc. I don't see a case sticker in it, so there's no case sticker yet. Okay, in here we have, I think it says EVGA SLI. Shows you how to install video cards, and it looks like it's going to have an actual picture of the motherboard, possibly. 1 second, I'll fold it out. Okay, this is that unfolded. It shows a picture of the motherboard. It shows how to install the processor fan, the memory, basically all that. I don't really need to go much more into that, but it's pretty high quality as you can see, so let's go ahead and get to the motherboard. Alright, and back to the open boxing of the motherboard. We have a 3-way SLI bridge. Everything comes in very high quality wrappers so far. The motherboard was supposed to be pretty high quality. I have yet to see it, so I'm not really for sure. I've never owned an EVGA motherboard. I've heard great things about them, so we decided to try one. And I'm sure the quality, if it's anything like the video cards, will not let us down. So let's go ahead and open this up and we'll see what we got. Okay, starting off here, we notice that the actual board itself is very high quality. With everything else, the heat shields on it, you can tell they're just solid. I mean, it's a heavy board, very well built. I'm going to go ahead and start in the back here for a change. We have the old common mouse port here, or diagnostic port. We have 2 USB 2.0s. This is the reset BIOS switch. USB 3.0, it only has 2 of those, but that's no big deal because if you need more, you can get a hub that extends those to multiple. You can go up to about 6 on that. 2 USB 2.0s here, another 2. The gigabit port, 2 more. 8-channel audio, as I said before. Let's get to the actual board itself. I'm going to try to get really close here so you can see everything up close and in depth. That's the 8-pin connector. That's where the processor is going to go. This is an X58 chipset, as I said before, from EVGA SLI 3 motherboard. I believe that's the model number of it. Let's see. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It shows you in depth. Single channel memory, you're going to use slot 1. So this would be slot 1 here. For dual channel memory, you're going to use slot 1 and 3. So it'll be 1 and 3. For triple channel memory, you're going to go 1, 3, and 5. And then beyond that, you go 2, 4, 6. Just to make myself clear, for triple channel memory, you go 2, 4, 6, 1, 2, 1, 3, 5. So on here it says EVGA X58 SLI 3. You got a PCI Express 2.0 here, PCI X1, another PCI Express, a regular PCI slot. This is for sound cards, modems, anything along that line. Another PCI Express, and an X1. So we got 2 X1s, a PCI, and we have 3 PCI Express X16s. Another bridge down here. This is pretty solid. Down here, we'll see what we got here. It's the reset button, power button, clear CMOS button. We got a system fan, a channel fan. This will be the USBs and 1394 for a firewire. Looks like that would be a speaker there. Let's see what else. We got a channel fan here. The A pin, as I said before, is right there. It also converts to 4, so if you have 4, it should work fine. Another channel fan, CPU fan here, I should say. 24 pin connection. Another system fan. It has a debug LED, so if you're not getting any video or post, or say you have a random crash here there, it should lock on a number, and from that number you can go to EVGA's website, and you should be able to solve your problems by looking at the debug code. It will tell you what the blue screen was generally caused by, whether it was RAM, a bad overclock, or just something in the system failing altogether. I believe that's about it, so let's go ahead and flip it over and see what we got. Try to do this nice and gracefully here. On the back side, we have the standard little, that's just a Foxconn, it looks like, the little heat shield. Most of the companies use those, so it's just standard on that. Otherwise, just a standard black motherboard. It's a beautiful board, it's very well built. I think that's about all I can tell you about it. If you have any questions, feel free to write, and I'll go ahead and get back with you. Anything else should be in the description of how it ran, how we like it, pros, cons, anything like that. Looks like a great motherboard. We're going to have to go ahead and test on it now, and we'll let you know what it feels like. Thanks for stopping by Whiplashpc TV on YouTube. Please be sure to subscribe and check out our channel. Thank you.